I
was
came
like,
fourth at a wrestling tournament, and top three made it on to the next level. So that's how good I am.
Still not quite good enough to podium, eh? Just like your MESPG games.
and there was only 4 wrestlers that day too. You say please, because if they ever get into power, they remember who was polite.
I said I was out on these things because I'm just sick and tired of everyone talking about them. I think war drakes are actually good. Have
I
you ever
couldn't
been
beat
in
up
a
Hitler.
scrap?
Yeah, I've been in a scrap before.
You could have told us earlier, hey, let's record Saturday night, but you didn't until right now. We're not mind readers.
This guy. You okay today?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Just a mental health check-in. Just want to make sure you're
Shut
fine.
up. You guys have made a stupid decision.
You said some pretty hurtful words today. When
I
you're
didn't
ready
say
to
anything
apologize,
hurtful.
we will be here. Okay?
Literally right here.
Together. We will proceed forward and give the illusion that everything is fine, but
I'm sorry I called you guys.
all right, welcome back to Council of the North, episode 21. We have a random episode tonight. We're going to do some chatting about some comments that we've had in the past. We're going to talk about TTS. We're going to talk about a couple other things, but we'll get into our first section that we always get into. We are going to go with who's with me tonight. I have Andrew,
Greetings.
and I have a dude with a sick dinosaur background too. I have Zach.
Greetings, everyone.
And then tonight we'll go over our shame and quiz stuff pretty quick. Andrew, you want to do the quiz questions for us?
Yeah, I didn't know you guys moved in together.
No, I just saw this amazing dinosaur background. I thought I need that for my own place. So I put it up.
Nice.
It's
Well,
just
I'm
also
a
convenient we
fan.
have the same couch.
Well, they can't see Will's couch, so you could have got away with that a bit further, but
Corner right there.
yeah, little corner.
Anyways, quiz questions.
Quiz questions for last week and this week for Are You Smart, Are You Zach? I saw someone has already answered on my hobby video that I posted. If you haven't seen that, go check that out.
I have not.
Thanks. This week's questions. There's some easy ones this week. We've had some tough ones. Here's some easy ones. Name any 2 models with Fight 9. Okay, easy.
There's
Are we
3.
answering this week?
We're not answering. We're answering
Okay.
next week.
Cool. Cool.
Who was the first person that Smeagol murdered? Easy.
Super.
What is the name of the shaman spell with a 5+ cast value? Those are the questions for this week and
Sweet.
last week.
I'm going to put it on the line and guarantee that I go 3 for 3 on this.
I hope so.
I'm going to put it out there. If anyone doesn't go 3 for 3 on this one, they get a grease point.
I saw someone that I don't think is going 3 for 3.
Okay.
And if they're right, that means I'm wrong. So see what happens. But that's it for quiz questions. Zach, you want to walk us through our shame points and how we all avoided it this week?
Yep. So, we originally were not going to record tonight. And, well, Will has earned himself a shame point. He has fallen down. He did not get anything done.
That's correct.
So now Will is up to 3 shame points. That means he is 2 shame points away from a punishment. Andrew pulled the wool over on us, forced us to record tonight.
Let's just put it out there that Andrew changed the night of recording to 2 days earlier, and he posted onto Instagram, 3 minutes ahead of us recording?
Yeah,
There
that's
was
a greasy
no set
move.
date.
That's
for
a greasy
recording.
move.
No, the date was not changed. You can't change a date that was never set.
It was
So-
changed. We were planning to record on a Monday. We're recording on a Saturday. It's
There's
anyway,
some fake news going on.
I'm not salty about it. I'm just angry about it. But Zach, what did you post on Instagram?
Nothing. Nothing. I
Look,
knew this
we
day
always
was
said
coming.
this section was boring, okay? And here I am spicing up the content for our viewers, okay? So
you
can
agree
be mad
that
at
you
me.
moved? You agree that you moved the?
I didn't. No, I don't
date.
agree that I moved
Yeah.
it, but
It sounds like you just admitted it.
I didn't admit it. But
All right.
So
I'm creating some interest.
unfortunately, if keen-eyed listeners would know, how many shame points I had last week and what that means by missing out on this week. Is I've hit 5.
It would have been sweet if you had that little chart with you, but because the date got moved, I guess we don't
Yeah.
have that. So
You forgot you should have remembered it, I guess.
would have been cool to have
Yeah.
that. Anyway,
Imagine a chart here for keen-eyed listeners. Check mark for Will, check mark for me. Andrew's just cheating over here, being too good at
Not
hobbying.
cheating.
Not like us, true hobbyists.
so this means we get to make a list for you for the next event,
Yes.
but we have no idea what your next event is going to be.
Yes. So we will see.
Whenever we figure out what that's going to be, I think it'd be cool to put it out to people. We'll list all the armies that Zach owns, and I would like to see what people could cook up for you.
Okay.
So
But,
you'll
like,
have about 24 hours to come up with lists.
yeah,
Yes.
literally.
Because that's about the time I need to confirm
We'll
for
put it
the
in
tournament.
We'll put it in a podcast episode that releases after the tournament date.
That sounds fair enough. Yeah. I mean, there's Winter's Wrath coming up, which is maybe, not sure, probably not, but possible.
That doesn't sound good.
Could be Andrews at the end of January. Which-
That one doesn't really, you can't do that one.
Well, if it's his
It's
next
the
tournament,
first event.
what can
That
you
would
do?
be a really good scapegoat because it's just,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's going to be fun no matter what people can.
We get
bring
to
you.
build 3 lists for him instead of just 1.
Yeah, but
Exactly. So that's fun.
Wait,
It'll be fun.
you could come to my tournament.
Oh, right. Yes.
Mine's before Andrew's.
January
So,
10.
within 2 months, there's 3 potentials. I got to hit one of them, right?
I hope so.
I
you
hope
have
so.
Specifically for content for us to talk about.
But yeah, that's unfortunately for me, and that means I am back down to 0 shame points. And I'll probably get to that before these 2 guys again.
Well, you get a star next to your name so we can keep track of how many times you hit 5.
Well, it's pretty easy just because I'm doing lines. So the 5th one's the cross for like normal tallying. So we
Our
can do
our podcast is explaining how tallying works.
It's just quality
brutal.
content.
Let's get it. Actually, a couple more things to clean up. Andrew, you got a tournament coming up. You want to just give a quick shout out about it? People can show up.
January 24th in Hamilton, I have a tournament called Scattered on the Mountain, the Hamilton Mountain. It is an escalation tournament. 2 games at 50 points, 2 games at 150 points, and 2 games at 300 points. 6 games for the day. You must use all the models that you used in your previous list. And a lot of movement scenarios. You get a bonus TP if you have the most number of these bonus objectives you can collect. You can collect them 18 inches away from your deployment zone the first 2 games, and after that, you have to hold on to those that you got, and you can kill your opponent's models that has them and capture those objectives. And the person with the most will get a TP. So fun, casual.
Yeah, that's pretty
Come
cool.
out.
Any list restrictions that you want to clarify?
It gets complicated.
Don't restrict
can-
anything. Let them play.
There's no restrictions. You can play. There's actually fewer restrictions because I'm allowing people to play lists that don't exist as long as it's themed.
That's what I was kind of
And-
hinting at.
And if you can bring me something without a good argument, then we can come up with like a little army bonus just so that you also have an army bonus. Nothing crazy. Like,
But still all unnamed heroes and stuff, right?
yes, no named heroes. So that's was one. No named heroes, all unnamed heroes. So bring your captains and your shamans and your whoever.
Dragon Knights.
Dragon Knight's actually pretty good.
Garbage.
Did I get you to admit it? Finally?
At under 500 points, they're good.
So that's Andrew's tournament on the 24th of January, just over 2 months away. Hopefully people can make it out. It's at Hamilton. I have a tournament coming up. Oh, shoot. I have to look up the date. I think
January
it's
10th.
January 10th.
January
Yeah,
10th.
January 10th. It's going to be a 500-point army lists. It's a 100-point event for the league, so it'll be the first kind of competitive event of the season. I'm going to get some trophies printed by Josh. If he hasn't I haven't talked to him about it yet. So if he hears this before I talk to him, he's gonna print some stuff for me. So just so you know, Josh. And then I've also come up with I think a pretty cool side quest to kind of, even if you're not competitive, you can come and try to win this one. It's the tournament's called Into the Wild, January 10th in Lindsay. But the side quest I have is kind of gathering your fellowship. So I've created an objective for each fellowship member. That if you do that in like your games, you can collect them. You can collect all 9 of them. Whoever collects the most fellowship is going to end up getting a prize. I'm still debating on what I'm going to do. I have a sword option, or I was thinking of buying like nine of the metal brooches, like the Lorien ones. And then whoever wins gets 9 brooches and can give them to their friends or whatever or something like that. But I'm still, if people have ideas for prizing, let me know, because I'm just about to put some orders in for that stuff. But otherwise, yeah, come on out. It'll be fun. You guys. I'm also going to use Tabletop Admiral for the first time. I'm going to switch from Longshanks to use that. It seems I did a mock-up tournament with it, and it seems absolutely unreal. It's pretty awesome. So it'll be the first time using it, and we'll give it a shot. I think it'll go pretty great, but that's a little different than what our league is known for, because I think all we ever do is Longshanks, right? So we'll try a switch and see if it works. That's all our stuff to take up, though, guys. You want to get into some of our comments that we've had on videos and go through that?
Let's do it.
Let's throw down.
All right. The first one I have, I'm going to butcher these names, so I apologize to anybody. I have from at Slatosaurus Slime 2262 commenting on one of the lists we talked about in our last episode, the 700-point Mirkwood Knight list, which was just Thranduil Legolas mounted with like, I forget how many. There was over 20 Mirkwood Knights. He said it's a little overextended, but that abomination has legs, and quite a few of them to boot, at 550 to 600, he thinks. Do you guys think that list would ever be competitive?
Do they have bows?
No, just sword and shield when they're mounted. I think they have shield or shield option.
It's
I
not
think it
wrong,
could do
it has
okay.
a lot of legs.
It has a lot of legs. I found that funny.
That was funny. Your name is an abomination, though. Slatosaurus Slime.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what that means.
I think that list is probably better than we think. I think
It
you can
seems
do pretty
good fight
alright.
value, charging
Yeah.
off, your numbers. It's always risky with lower numbers.
Yeah, we have fight 5 mounted. Like, it seems, if you pilot it right, it seems like it could do okay.
Just risky on killing factor too. I mean, you're going to win fights, but does it have the, well, if you get the charge again, you'll have that extra dice for the knockdown and trapped, but it's tough.
Yeah.
It's probably good.
Moving on, though, we got Northern Dragon NW commented on one of our videos. Fully painted. If it's not painted, I don't put it on the table. Keep the piles down and leaves no excuses.
Legend.
Man, I just wanted
You
to
get a
toss
beer.
that out there. Yeah, that's an amazing outlook on life.
I mean, I think there's still, like, if you're just doing a random games night with some buddies, sure,
That's different.
probably doesn't matter. But if you're going to an event,
Yeah, that's 100%. You gotta.
there's something about just seeing a fully painted based army. Looks good. You got your fully painted based army on a fully painted mat terrain. Things look good. You just feel more invested.
Yeah, the game automatically gets better, right?
Yep, big agree.
This next one is my favorite comment. This is from Clubly. He says, "Yo, this has got to be the final straw in Andrew's self-proclaimed lore master title." And then this is about Andrew's question about how many Palantir are left, which Andrew said there was 3 left, and then he couldn't name where any of them were. So Clubly went ahead and did it for him.
Thanks,
So,
David.
One was lost in the Anduin during the Kin Strafe at Asciliath. Orthanc was a Numenor stronghold, so that's why Saruman had one. The question that Andrew proposed was at the end of the Third Age, how many were left? So the Third Age ended when the Ring Bearers left Middle-earth, So at that point, there was only 2, he says, because Sauron's one was either presumed destroyed at Barad-dûr, or the elves took, or no, and the elves had one that they took to the Undying Lands with them. And so he wraps it up with, your number one enraged British fan. And that blame all falls on Andrew.
Thanks, David. Appreciate you,
Andrew,
buddy.
How do you feel about a guy who just had a kid, had the time to still figure out how to correct you?
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, David. I'll say that I was too busy running a technically flawless stream. Okay, I had a bit more on my mind.
It sounds
We can
easy
move on.
enough.
We can move on.
Yeah, last thing is anybody that wants to be our quiz master, wants to record themselves and send in questions to us, feel free to apply, man. We're looking for people. The next comment is from man, YouTube. I don't know why YouTube names are always just like I can never figure them out. So this guy is called, I think, Calcion337.
Calcion?
Calcion. I don't know what that means. But anyway,
Maybe he likes calculus.
yeah, probably not.
We can cut that out.
We should. I'm not going to, but we should. The issue, he doesn't have a issue with Veto itself particularly. He goes on to go off on a lazy GW effort with balance and revamping the scenarios. I think that's talking about how they just extended it from 12 to 20, but didn't really change anything about them, just more points for the same objectives. And he goes on to say, give him the option to opt out of heirlooms is, in his opinion, less desirable than putting effort into fixing the scenario so that there are fewer scenarios that people don't want to play. What do you guys think? Is there a problem with the scenarios?
I replied to him on YouTube, and I sort of agreed. Not that they're necessarily a problem, but some of them do feel like the full effort wasn't given. It was just, how do we translate this into 20? All right.
Yeah.
Move on next.
Domination springs to mind. They just up the points value on each objective. Didn't add anything.
I like how it's tough because sometimes you need scenarios to be different. You have all these scenarios, so you want them to feel different. You don't want them to be like, well, I'm playing the same scenario over and over again, even though you're calling it something else. And when you start getting there and spreading it out, you're going to have some growing pains on, is this actually make sense? Is this fair? Obviously, every scenario, there's going to be certain lists that are just generally better at. So it's a tough call on, is it laziness on their part, or is it just we're starting something, we're going in a different direction, we're trying something new, and how is that going to affect maybe the next time they do scenarios? We'll see it be a bit cleaner, but it's tough with such a large amount dropped all at once.
Yeah. I wonder what's out there for custom scenarios. I wonder if anybody's put the time and effort into like trying to make competitive scenarios. Cause like right now I try to think of like a scenario to make and I'm like, oh man, I don't even know where I would start.
Domination.
Just keep making domination variants.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they've won different routes, and we'll go into these more when we do scenario pool episodes again. But they've tried different things, like deployment's been interesting on certain pools. They're splitting your armies up. And there's the different way to score secondary objectives, like wounding the second highest character. Like, everybody has a second highest character. That's viable. It's an interesting choice to go these ways. And we're still early on yet.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, this other one I wanted to bring up just to make Andrew sad again. I posted Clubly's picks for the GT of who he thought would podium, and he threw out Depths of Moria, which Andrew was the only Depths of Moria player. Army of the White Hand and Lothlorien by Steve Stokes. So he was 1 for 3. But yeah, Depths didn't make it to the podium.
Thanks, Robert Anderson.
Yeah. Another idea that was tossed out for us was shame points should be given to the person that's done the least amount of hobbying that week because we were having a stalemate for a while. Turns out tonight we changed all that. So we don't even need to worry about that. We're dealing shame points out like
Such
nothing.
a terrible suggestion that we just had to go the opposite
I actually
way,
like
just
that
not pay at all.
suggestion. That's the first thing I've liked that we've read of David Clubley tonight.
Oh, tonight. Say, so rude.
Andrew,
Tonight.
Andrew's either everybody's favorite or everybody's least favorite, I feel. Because everybody's comment is just about Andrew.
I never
A very
asked for this.
divisive character.
I am quite divisive.
Knacked Owl did a few episodes ago. People calling me greasy for thinking out loud. And he did say he agrees with Andrew and Zach that thinking out loud during the game is greasy if your hope is to manipulate your opponent into doing or not doing certain moves or actions. We just pass
Knocked out.
That one we're going to pass on?
Yeah, that's not that relevant.
It's a good call.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. We have A. Hildy on our Spotify calling out Andrew again. He said, Andrew is sad and that's okay. The man is just expressing his emotions. And personally, I too would be sad if I had to go to sleep each night knowing that I had told people I was playing the Balrog under the guise of an illusion. I wanted to prove a point.
Do I know you personally? Who are you?
Dude, I hope you don't know him personally. He just had like the most accurate read of you.
Just such a great take.
That was a fantastic comment.
It was so funny.
That was a great comment. Please continue to leave more comments like that.
That one's
He
ridiculous.
did sell us when we first read it and talked about it. He said that's like a beer-worthy comment.
Yeah, you can get a beer for that, actually. That was great.
But yeah, you bringing Balrog out to your next event or what?
Can you imagine? I just keep rolling with it.
We're getting close to the last. I got two more for us. Chris Wines commented. He gave a bit of. He was thinking about question of bringing competitive lists to hobby events. This is when we were ripping into someone for bringing Eagles to an 80-point event. He feels that as long as someone shows grace and good sportsmanship, the list they bring doesn't really matter. With the money, time, and effort that goes into building and painting an army, he'd hate for someone to feel like they aren't allowed to take it to an event, even if it's Depths of Moria. For him, it's kind of how you conduct yourself as an opponent that matters more than what's actually on the table, which is like a tremendous take.
What a great guy.
Yeah.
Like
It's true. You should be allowed to play with all your toys at a hobby event. And then yeah. I feel bad for ripping into the Eagles guy now. He just wanted to play with his toys.
No, he just misinterpreted the event.
Fair enough. Fair.
He did tell me that if he knew it was a hobby, he wouldn't have brought it. Not saying that if you want to bring it, that's fine.
You can always bring in a less optimized version of a meta list.
I mean, Eagles. What do you do differently?
Yeah, I just can't do it.
You can only build
Yeah.
Eagles one way.
Jeez.
But other competitives, yeah, you can do it. Like Army of the White Hand. Don't bring 7 Krebane.
Yeah.
Bring 2.
Bring
2 is like a reasonable number. But if you want to bring 12, I mean, I guess power to you. You can do whatever you want. You're there to have fun. That's fun to you. Go for it. We'll
Might
just
not
shame
make
you
any
silently.
friends, but
No, probably won't. Last comment, we have one from John Young. Who says,
John Young, great guy.
Hell-
What does he have to say?
This is Helm sucks. Still waiting for the day I get to face off against Andrew's legendary Army of Edoras.
John, what the heck, man? What's that?
What a great just opening. I heard you saying, what a great guy, and I could see it over there. Helms.
That was rude.
But that's some of our favorite comments we've had over the past 2 months I pulled from. So thanks everybody for chatting with us. And if you have any thoughts about Andrew, I mean, leave it in the comment below.
I noticed there was a distinct lack of comments about Zach.
I think that's fan favorite, to be honest. I think you're the villain. Zach's the fan favorite.
Oh, you
And,
actually missed one. You actually missed this one about Zach.
Oh, I didn't pull any about Zach. What do you got for us?
Andrew just
This one here
comments
by
something.
David Clubley. Zach is a degenerate. And Will's mom liking Andrew's post had me laughing. You just left that part out.
Oh, that's a quote. I called Zach a degenerate. That's fine.
Yeah, well, and you left all that out.
Yeah, I didn't think it was needed for the podcast.
That's not needed.
No.
All right.
Nah, I'm just a nice guy. Just having fun.
Fan favorite.
Or just unremarkable and easily forgettable.
Potato. But speaking of Eagles and stuff, we did have an event today that went on. We'll give a quick shout out to what happened at Tistamides in Hamilton. We had 16 players go at it. We had Preston Rutherford with Grand Army of the South get first at 3 wins and a draw, and Paul Chartrand with the Bjornings got second at 3-1, and Steve Stokes got third with Men of the West. After he said he was going to stop playing medalists at 90-point events, he brought Men of the West to a 90-point event.
That's true.
How interesting, hey?
That's true.
But the most interesting thing is Preston Rutherford bringing Golden King. He had 7 half trolls, a couple raiders and bows, and then he had Amder Lord of Blades with 15 Black Dragon Easterling halberd, and then he had a Knight of Umbar on horse. And so just paint a picture in your head of 7 half trolls, each with 2 Easterling pikes behind them. It'll get you there.
Fight 5 Easterling pikes with an Anders.
With an Amder sitting in the middle of it for banner reroll. It sounds good. I don't know, anything else that you guys noticed from that one?
He's a good player playing a good list.
Yeah.
Not shocking the turnout there. Also, none of us were at this event.
Yeah, we're just going over quick because it just happened today, so we may as well mention it.
Sold out before anyone could buy a ticket.
Basically, yeah. Otherwise, I guess one of the things we're going to discuss tonight is there is a TTS tournament for the first time in our league history starting in January. I think Josh Heron's running that. I think I can say none of us have played Middle Earth on TTS, right?
No.
Nope.
I've watched a video from, I think, Into the West about kind of how it works. It looks all right. It'll be interesting to do. But what do you guys think of TTS in general to start? Do you think you would play Middle Earth on TTS?
I think TTS is a good tool to get games in if you're far from people, if you have a hard time showing up to stuff. I always thought that TTS for Lord of the Rings would be a bit complicated, a lot of moving parts. I've played it for a couple other systems that are a little easier to move around. I don't know if that's just my lack of computer skills as well. Thinking it would be easier. But apparently a lot of people are raving about it, so could be good. I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to seeing how it works out.
Yeah, Andrew, you think you'll ever play TTS from Middle Earth?
I got like a million people bugging me about playing. So
okay.
It might have to happen.
You're so popular. We get it.
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh,
it's probably the same people. Oh,
everybody's messaging me. Everybody wants a piece of Andrew, hey?
No, that's not true. Probably the exact same people who are bugging you.
No, nobody talks to me, man.
That's not true.
I'm on an island out here.
That's not true.
Nobody's chatting.
Anyway, I got.
Do you have any interest in it? You think you'd play in it? What do you think?
I don't know. I guess. Great content. Maybe is my answer. I might do it.
January 4. You think? What are the odds of you doing it January 4? It's 1 game a week, right? So 4 weeks, 1 game a week.
I probably won't for January 4th. Realistically, I feel like you lose a little bit when you're playing online. It's not the same as playing in person. There's something about like moving the models around that you painted. That's like part of what does it for me. And then when you play online, like I agree it's a great tool and you can test new armies and you can, like Zach said, you can play people far away. That's all really great stuff. And I think that it should exist and people should play. But I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. It doesn't get me going.
I'm like on the fence on how thrilled I am about it. I think I might try and give it a go. But again, I like how it's flexible that you have a week to try and get a game in, which works for me because my schedule's a mess. I would hate to be whoever I match up with for a week. That's would be my greatest fear.
They're going to match with you, and then you'll be like, yeah, give me a couple days, and then I'll message you 24 hours before I'm available.
Hey, I have 20 minutes to get this game in. Let's do it. So I'd like to give it a shot, I think, to see if it's doable. But I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Do you think you'd try it Jan 4? Because this is like, it's not actually like a real tournament. It's kind of our league trying to learn how to do it.
I think this would be a good time to try and get it in. Give it a shot. See how it goes.
Man, before we started this podcast, I thought you both were going to say there's no chance of you guys playing. And then now you're both a soft in for January.
Barnes, it's more like a soft out.
I said I'm a soft out. I said I'm a pretty medium out, actually.
I'm more like a soft in.
So Zach's in, Andrew's in. I'm thinking about joining.
You're like a hard in.
I think I'm going to do it. I do think I'm going to do it.
Yeah, change your answer, like to lock yourself in here.
Only because I don't see myself getting to a tournament anytime soon. So it's like, if I'm going to play, that's kind of the only way I'm going to get to play. And so we'll see how it goes. I'm cautiously optimistic. The people I talk to say it's a great way to get games in. It's not.
Oh, so there are people talking to you now.
The people I talk to in my head that aren't real.
The voices in my head
are saying that it's a good way to get games. It's not great, basically, which is fair. We'll see how it goes. It could be worth it. Like one game a week, a couple hours. Put the kids to bed.
I've enjoyed playing other games on it. So I'll be curious to see how MESBG translates, to see if I enjoy that.
Yeah, because we've played like games that require like a handful of models, like MCP, where you're moving like 5 models, or
Mythic battles.
Yeah, like there's not a ton going on when you have like, especially because I think this one's like 750 points. You could have like a 50 model army out there, which is going to be
tedious.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It'll be a good test run. What do you guys think? It's part of the league. I don't know if it's league points or not. Do you think TTS could eventually be part of the league as like winning points and stuff? Could it be a official run tournament, basically?
I would say, I think you'd have to, you could, yes, you could. Okay, that might be surprising coming from me, but I think you have to limit the number of TTS tournaments within a season. You can't have like 20 TTS events, right? You have something like 3 for the whole season.
That's understandable.
What about if you were to do a league, you could do a separate set of scoring. So you'd have like in-person tournament scoring. So like the grand champion, whatever, the thing you came second for. And then you could do like a secondary championship at the end of the OSBGL TTS champion.
Yeah,
and then you could keep it separate. You could run more TTS tournaments. So it's like,
yeah.
And then it would just be scored separately.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a world where there's a TTS tournament like every month, basically. I don't think there's a lot to it to like set up a tournament stuff. It's one person making a Longshanks or a tabletop Admiral page, right? Like it seems pretty self-explanatory. And then you make every 3rd month worth league points. So like if people want to go for league points, that's the month they'll choose to play or something like that. But
because if you did it as part of the scoring too for everything, you're going to get people signing up for this from potentially all over. and then you're going to have random scores from people that aren't like local players, which I don't want to sound like it's gatekeeping or anything, because it'd be cool to get more people from just our local area coming in and playing. But it would probably make the standings a complete mess.
Yeah, that would be the weird part when Matty Lockwood from the UK gets 2 second place finishes because he never wins anything, and is somehow like near the top of a leaderboard for a league where he's never participated in person. That could be a pretty funky way to work it out.
But you do a secondary TTS scoring league, then it's its own entity within the grand thing. That'd be like, who cares?
Yeah, I wonder if TTS needs a league or if it's just like you get to play in tournaments and you won a TTS tournament.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it needs to be league points.
Oh, we switched. You just said at the beginning you thought of.
I think no. I think it could be. I think it could be fine. I'd be fine with it with stipulation, but I don't think it. I would probably prefer if they weren't any league points, but I'd be open to it.
Do you care? I guess both of you. Would you care if it's league points? Like, I feel like I would still play in it regardless because it's just a way for me to get games and half competitive, or at least I don't have to wait 3 months for my next tournament. Would you guys play in it if it wasn't league points?
If I was interested enough, yeah. The league points aren't what's going.
That's not the make or break for you.
Yeah, it'd be to get in more games.
Yeah. I would concur with that. I don't think it matters if it has points or not.
Yeah, I think we're all in the same boat. It's worth a shot, right? Like,
You'll
we'll see
tell
where
us
it
how you
goes.
do.
Pardon?
You have to tell us how you do.
Oh, we can find out how you do too, because I think all 3 of us are locked in for it.
Yeah, you can play. What's the next greasy list you're going to play now, Andrew?
Oh, Ugly Scouts, obviously.
That sounds awful.
It's going to rotate.
Yes.
Ugly Scouts, Army of the White Hand. In depth. You got to break the Balrog out at some point. You can't leave it in a closet with that display board.
I'll put my dwarves.
True. But I mean, like, if you bring out depths like every 3rd or 4th tournament,
I don't think I can bring it out anymore, man.
you can bring it out once in a while. You
I don't
have to,
think
like,
I'm allowed
just,
to.
as long as you don't bring it every
I
event.
think the OSBGL has spoken. I'm not allowed to bring it out.
Hey,
Although
you didn't win.
I would
You
say
lost.
I wouldn't be upset seeing you play it at 100-point events. Like, if you want to go competitive, I feel like that's fine.
Also, you stunk the last 100-point event with it.
That's
If
true.
anything, you proved against your argument that depth is actually beatable.
Yeah.
no,
Depth
because
is
if I
not
was
undefeatable.
he had
if I
a
was-
stellar reason for it to get nerfed in the next FAQ, and then he botched it on the last
You botched it.
if I had the games I had with any other army, I would have gone 0-4 that day. It was rough. I'm not blaming any objects in particular, but I had a rough day. I had a rough day, and the boards were rough. I could have probably, thinking about it now a few months ago, I could have played some stuff better, but the army needs to be nerfed still. Still nerf at GW.
Yeah, so it gets nerfed, then you can play it.
That's true.
It might not be worth playing, though, so you
Yeah,
won't
exactly.
play it.
There's things that I want to play more.
Does the Balrog rank on your favorite models that you own? Like, how much is it? Like, oh yes, I get to play this.
I don't know. Somewhere in the middle.
Okay, great content.
You're just on fire tonight, bud.
Oh,
You're just lighting it up.
It's not super, like, I know what I'm doing, right? Like, I know that it's super broken. Like a fight 10 4-attack model with a throwing weapon that can pull heroes in. It's disgusting. That moves 8 inches. It's gross. Like,
Yeah.
and like, I'm happy with how it's painted, but it's not, it's not like my best work for sure.
You
It's
could
painted a
do
long
better.
time ago. Yeah, I could. Painted a
Step it
long
up.
time ago. It
I
was
expect
like
more from you.
literally a decade ago, I think, at this point. So for that, I'm fine with it. But yeah, I'd rather play Helm. Helm's my favorite. It doesn't suck. Okay.
Even though he sucks, as per
No.
John Young,
John
superstar,
Jerk.
OSBG All-Star John Young, has declared Helm sucks.
somehow, in a podcast episode where there's nothing to do with a Balrog or Helm, he's managed to bring both of them into the conversation.
The comments we talked about depths, and they talked about Helm. There we go.
This is getting ridiculous. Anyways, so back to the TTS tournament. It's 750 points. The cool thing I realize is you can play whatever you want because you don't have to own models. It's all right there. It just all pops up for you. And so now it's got me looking at all the different things I could play, and just analysis paralysis sets in. What can you like? There's so much to do. So I've decided I'm going to take one of the lists I own, but I don't have enough models to play at that big. So I have a bunch of Corsairs. So I want to play Corsairs, and I want it. I don't need to be competitive, but I don't want to just like rock up and lose games, right?
He wants to be competitive.
And so I've been making lists. I sent you guys some lists, and they're okay. They're okay. But I have something to say about Corsairs, which I think is kind of getting kind of ridiculous. And it's just the Corsair Warrior versus our Haradrim Warrior. And so the Haradrim Warrior versus the Corsair, the only differences between them for stat line is basically a Corsair's fight 4, but defense 3, and a Haradrim Warrior is fight 3, but defense 4, because I guess they have an extra sweater on. But then the cost difference is compared to like 8 to 6 space. So Corsair of Umbar is 2 more points than Haradrim, and the only advantage it has is the extra fight value, which fight value is very important, but it also goes down to D3. And D3, I think we can all agree, is pretty absolutely brutal.
You do get light armor, though.
It helps a little against shooting. But even like most shooting, like strength 2 bows, it doesn't affect the wound.
Yeah, it doesn't change it.
It's only going to affect elf bows. Actually, there's a ton of strength 3 shooting, which is a joke now.
There's a lot of access to strength 3 shooting.
Yeah, it literally only affects strength 3 shooting. It doesn't affect 2 or 4.
No. And then it's not high enough to affect any siege weapons or anything either. So like the only thing it helps against is elves, Dale, and dwarf rangers now. I'm sure there's probably...
I do want to cut in here a second. I didn't realize they were fight 4.
Oh yeah. Dude,
It's actually kind of nice.
They're pretty nasty. But they lost throwing weapons on every model this edition. There's only the ones with shield get throwing weapons, and even the ones with shield, it's not a shield anymore, it's a light shield, so there's no defense bonus. It just means they can use the shield special rule. So tell me, am I crazy? Am I missing something? Corsairs of Umbar 8 points up to 9 when you equip them with a war gear. Haradrim Warriors 6 up to 7 when you equip them with a piece of war gear.
And they have to have the upgrade. It's not like one of those models where you could go without any upgrades.
No, so like 9 points for a Corsair with a spear at defense 3, fight 4, compared to a Haradrim Warrior spear at defense 4, fight 3, but 7 points. It feels, I don't want to say Corsairs should be a point cheaper, but I feel like they should be a point cheaper.
They should be a point cheaper.
Could even maybe argue they could be 2.
Yeah. It's a weird,
one for sure.
Weird spot.
1 for sure.
Potentially 2.
I feel like fight value 4 is really good, but being like a strength 3 D3 model means you're not really killing stuff reliably, and you're dying. You're dying very reliably.
Like someone sneezes and you're dying. So you need the numbers. I mean, they got good courage and intelligence, which isn't so bad.
Well, it's average. 7 plus. That's like any warrior amidst the earth or whatever.
Yeah, but they're just dumb pirates.
Yeah, true.
So that's pretty good for that.
So the list, I do want to talk about a couple lists that I've been making up. I've looked at kind of Umbar and I've looked at Corsair fleets. And so the first one I'm going to give kind of just, this one I think might be the most competitive. But it also, I don't know, it's up in the air. But Umbar is the list that it's weird that when your leader is on 1 wound left, you can have a hash trend kill the leader and nominate someone else to be your general, which is kind of funky. I don't know how great that is. I watched a Conquest Creation battle report where he did it did it a couple times, which was kind of funny to watch. But and then the other rule, everybody gets stock unseen. Amazing. That's a sweet rule. And then the last one is Hatred Gondor, which is so specific that like, how often are you really going to get to use it?
It's better than Ancient Enemies, Gondor.
Yeah. Okay.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But so here's the list: 750 points, 56 models, 15 bows, 5 throwing weapons. And so I've gone for a heavy Black Numenorian Terror front line, which is sad because I want to play Corsairs. And then this list that I make doesn't even have Corsairs other than the heroes. But anyways, Dalamir leading 7 Black Numenorians, 1 Haradrim warrior with banner, 8 Haradrim warriors with spear. Then we got Delgamar, 5 Black Nums, 6 Haradrim warriors with spear. I got 1 with a bow in there. Hasharin, 5 Black Nums, 6 Haradrim with spear, 1 Haradrim with bow, and then I got a Corsair captain with his crossbow instead of the 2-handed weapon, and 12 Haradrim warriors with bow. 56 models. Everything in this list is like all the warriors are D6 or D4. There's no D3. Dalamir is a tremendous hero. Delgamar brings 3 might points to Hasharin is crazy. Do you guys think this list could be competitive?
I think so. I mean, you got 4 heroes, which is nice. You got 2 really killy heroes. I think Delgamar is pretty good.
Yeah, he's all right. Fight 5-3 attacks.
Like, it's not bad. Your battle line's pretty good. Like, the Terror is great.
Yeah.
Then cheaper spear support behind, so everyone's got spear support. I think it's fine. Just doesn't have any Corsairs.
Yeah, which is a really sad part, right?
It's kind of the point of why you picked the list was to play
56
Corsairs.
models.
Yeah. So that was the one that I sent you guys, and I was like, oh, I forgot to add Corsairs. And then I looked at it, and I'm like, there's nowhere I would put them. Because in Umbar you can't take the crossbows. So it wasn't even like I could have a big crossbow block of Corsairs.
And getting 56 models with a Black Numenor front line everywhere. Something like it's every other model.
That's pretty crazy.
A Black Num. It's a lot of
Black
terror. Numenorians.
I think that's 17 models that cause terror.
Yeah. And
they're all D6, fight 4, like and their courage is better. Their courage 6+. Like Black Numenorians are really good, I feel. And they are one of the only ones that if you fail a courage check into them, like now if you fail a courage check into them, you can still like shoot and stuff later on. But this one, if you fail a courage check into them, you're shut down for the entire turn. You can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't activate. Otherwise.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
I actually think this could be really good.
I think so too, and that's the worst part because now I look at it, I'm like, I can't play this because no Corsairs.
Yeah, but you can. I mean, your heroes are sweet. Dalamir is great. Delgamar, I guess, is cool. He's fine.
For 75 points, he's solid. He's 3 might. He's the only 3 might character I can get, right?
And, I mean, I love the Hasharn. I think he's just really cool.
Yeah,
bonus stat line.
Bonus points if anyone can comment below his heroic stat line because nobody could get it in a live stream.
Even with name dropping it.
Yeah, let me run you through my other Umbar list that I tried to get Corsairs into. And so basically this is 749 points, 51 models, 14 bows, and 8 throwing weapons. I had Dalamir. For him, I threw in 6 Black Nums because I think they're really good. Haradrim warrior with banner, 7 Haradrim with spear, 4 Haradrim with bow. I have a Hasharin with 4 Haradrim with bow, 6 spear, and 2 Corsairs with throwing weapons, light shield and throwing weapons. The same warband again, a Hasharin, 4 Haradrim bows, 6 Corsair spears, 2 with light shield and throwing weapons, and then a third Hasharin with 2 Haradrim with bow, 3 Corsairs with spear. And so I went, there's only 5 might in the list on 4 heroes, but every hero is Bane of Kings, can't be trapped, just doing, they all have stock unseen, they're just doing crazy things. And then I've kind of made each warband where My Corsair Spearmen are in the back, so I got Fight 4 in the back, other than Dalamir, because Dalamir is different. But so I have my Fight 4 in the back rank at D3. The Haradrim Warriors with bow are somehow better defense than my Corsair, so they're actually in the front line. This was the other Umbar list. This is still the same one where Dalamir gets down to 1 wound. Any of the other Hashrin can kill him and nominate a new general. And everybody gets stock unseen in this list. In Hatred Gondor. But do you guys think this is better or worse than the last Umbar list that didn't have any Corsairs?
I think it's crazy that you have less models in this list than you do with the one with all the Black Numenorians.
Because Corsairs are so much more expensive than Haradrim, right?
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy. I think your shooting is actually going to convert pretty well, rerolling ones to wound, but
Yeah.
not good enough.
I also think the low might, like 5 might on 4 heroes and a lot of lists, would be questionable. I don't think this list particularly needs the agency that might can bring you.
I don't really need to win move-offs unless I'm going against like a cav-heavy lists.
Yeah.
And even then, I should have so many more models than them.
And your heroes are just, you have 4 killy heroes. Like, if they win fights, they're gonna kill what they're fighting.
Yeah.
They also have hero generals, so if you can kill the enemy general with any of them, you're gonna get a might point back.
That is true. They have General Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hashrins are so cool, man.
I think it's an interesting list because they're very different in what each of them are.
Yeah, it feels so weird that an Umbar list, and I don't want to put Corsairs in it. And I get it, it's like the city of Umbar or whatever, where there's Corsairs, there's Haradrim, there's Black Numenorians, I guess, walking around. Feels like they just tossed them in there, but yeah, it feels weird building those 2 lists and then like being so low or none on the Corsair front, which is not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a Corsair list, right?
They're too expensive. They're truly too expensive. I would even say like even 2 points. Like make them the same.
You're agreeing with me earlier.
Yeah. 9 points for a D3 model. It hurts.
I think that's the biggest thing. How can you pay 9 points for defense 3? They'll just die. And 9 points gone.
Yeah.
1 point less 100%. I don't think I would like to hear an argument to keep them the same points level. But I think 1 point for sure. I think most people would agree.
I think maybe the argument is if they do drop, because they should, because that would be reasonable. But then he built a 56-point model list. You drop that. Well, I guess 51 because the Numenorians was the 56.
Yeah.
How many do you get if you drop them at 2 points? You might be up to 60 plus, and then it might be oppressive with all the throwing weapons and shooting you forget. But there's so many horde lists that can get up to those numbers. It should be fine.
They're D3.
They're D3. Yeah, they're still going to die.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if in that 51 model list, if it drops 1 point, I get 19 points back. So I could probably might be able to squeeze 2 Corsairs and a Haradrim or something like that. Or no, probably just 2 Corsairs. So yeah, I don't know. It's tough. The Umbar list, I was having trouble building them in any way that kind of made sense. I think that all Hashrin and Dalamir list would just be fun. Like I'm looking at the TTS league for this and just toss models around and kill stuff, right? But I will go to a pure Corsair list now. This is the Corsair fleets. So this is the one if I have a Corsair captain as the leader, I get 3 attacks and wounds on him, and he gains fearless and sharpshooter, which is kind of cool. And then also in the list, all friendly Corsair models get backstabbers. And then the last army bonus is after both sides have deployed, before the first turn of the game, a single Corsair Ballista can make a shitting attack following all the normal rules for doing so. So yeah, it's a pretty cool list. It's got the new Corsair Ballista in it.
Twice.
Oh yeah, I took 2. But so this list I got to 744 points. Maybe I could jig the points a little bit, but not really, because a Crosswoman's 10 and a Corsairs 9, and I think that's all the troop options. But so I got 49 models, 15 bows, and 13 throwing weapons. So I have Dalamir leading 6 Corsair crossbowmen. I got 5 Corsairs with light shield and throwing weapons, and 7 Corsairs with spear. I have Delgamar with 5 Corsairs with crossbow, 4 Corsairs with throwing weapon and light shield, and 6 Corsairs with spear. I have a Corsair captain who has given up his two-handed weapon for a crossbow, with 3 crossbowmen and 4 Corsairs of Umbar with spear, and then a Corsair ballista and another Corsair ballista. So 9 might total. I mean, 2 of them are coming from ballistas. So really 7 of like the heroes that are going to be in the mix. But that's 15 crossbows. Actually, 16. Oh, I might have counted this wrong. Yeah, sorry, 15 crossbows, which is a lot, and there's a lot of throwing weapons, 13, and it's got 2 ballistas. Do we think this has legs?
If you have a board with terrain that is not super compact or has good firing lanes, 100% has legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need firing lanes.
I think this list would also be really good. What's the scenario where there's the 3 objectives in the middle and only heroes can score them?
Oh, lead from the front?
This, I think, could be a really good lead from the front because you get 2 extra heroes from your ballista.
Yeah, I mean, what is a ballista? Is that a minor hero?
Yeah.
So if you're standing on an objective with any other hero, they basically they get the point over you.
Yeah.
But if there's an objective that's been left alone, then yeah, it's cool to have that. It's cool having Dalamir being a hero of legend, man. A 100-point hero that can lead 18 troops is pretty unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a good hero.
Yeah.
Very well costed. 100 points is, I think, very fair for him.
Yeah, we got Fight 6 this edition. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bane of Kings, I think, is probably one of the best rules in the game.
He doesn't like losing fights, but if
Can't
he
be
wins
trapped.
a fight, yeah, he
Yeah,
can't be
yeah.
trapped. But D4, 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Even with
2
the
wounds, 3 fade. Yeah. Yeah.
But if
The
he wins a
smoke bombs
fight,
is cool
he's-
too.
Yeah,
Being
the
able
smoke bombs
to
are cool.
transfix people if they don't spend a will point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been thinking about Corsairs. I've been trying to make it work. This one I think would be the one that I could play. It's the most Corsair-y one, right? Like this is all Corsairs. My other 2 lists for Umbar was a little bit of Corsairs or none. So anytime I built an Umbar list with Corsairs in it, it just didn't feel that good because there was just better options, right? But yeah, I figure I'll bring it up. I'll shout it out to people if anybody can come up with a better Umbar list. I'd be willing to hear it. Comment a list if you could think of anything or anything that I'm missing. But yeah, let's bring Corsairs of Umbar Warriors cost down. It's got to come
Yeah.
down.
Hopefully, in the next FAQ, they come down at least 1 point. For
Yeah,
sure,
maybe.
1. I think that's very fair.
Do you say it's
I-
nice that it seems to have some flexibility in your list building? Like you have 3 different lists. I mean, one's a completely different army list, but the same core idea.
Yeah.
And each list looks and would play very different than the other. Which there's a lot of lists out there right now where you don't have that kind of flexibility.
Yeah, it is interesting. All the lists want to shoot, right? I think
Yeah.
the lowest I had was 14 bows in one of them.
Probably the new Lorraine one.
The new one had 15 bows. It's got
That's
that
still
big
pretty good.
block of Fragile Warriors with a Corsair captain with crossbow. But it's yeah, it's interesting trying to make it work. They're all like a lot of models, right? You get up to 50 models in each of them basically. But yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts on it. TTS, you can play anything you want, and I'm gonna try to. I have about 400 points of Corsair stuff that I actually own, so I'm gonna try to take it up to 750. Play some games with it, if I really like it, then I'll probably end up buying some models and painting them up. But we'll see what happens.
It is a nice ability of TTS that you can try anything.
Yeah,
Get trial
that
runs
is
for
nice.
lists that you have no models for and see how you like it.
I was trying to bake a list with the Gua here in it just because I wanted to try it. I just wanted to be that. I wanted to have an eagle.
Which lists were you trying?
I tried Battle of Five Armies, and then I didn't like any of the lists that I made though.
Fair
A lot
enough.
of choices.
I was trying to take Lake Town Militia. I was trying to like get decent numbers, but I feel like if I was actually to do it, I would just take a bunch of Iron Hills Dwarves and have a Gua here hopping around them.
Yeah, that seems better.
Yeah, it's tough because right now hordes or at least higher model counts feel really good. And in a Battle 5 armies, you're like, oh, you got a lot of big, cool heroes or monsters that you'd love to put in. But now how do I pump my numbers up? And your options, Lake Town Militia. And they definitely fall in the category too of not as good as other models in the same sort of category.
Yeah.
They just don't really bring you anything good.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And then, the other thing I forgot to mention with the Corsairs is like, it's such a dirty tactic, but like the only tactic I really know with them, because you always have so many bows. It's like you're just going to shoot into your own combats against whatever big hero there is, right? And hopefully kill their horse or kill your own guy. And so, like that one with 15 crossbows, it's like, oh, they're just going to all fire into Aragon King Alistar's combat. Because, like, when you think about like Men of the West or like a Gwahir or anything, it's like, how am I going to deal with any of that? It's my only option is to just play so greasy and be shooting into my own combats.
It's not greasy, it's a rule. Evil can shoot into their own combat.
Yeah, it's a fine line.
I don't know. That's in a rule. I don't think that's greasy. You're trying to throw yourself under the bus here again.
It's weird that you
That's
find
our
that greasy.
greasiest player.
You guys don't think that's greasy to be like, oh, Aragon charged over there. I'm going to move my spear support and I'm going to take 15 crossbow shots at Aragon.
That sounds like a fair way to try and kill it.
That's just a terrible play experience.
They should pay more respect to your crossbows.
Man, I don't know. That's wild. We might have lost Zach. Anyways, I think I said my piece. I don't think you have any opinions, Andrew?
Umbar is a list that I've not looked at a lot in my history of this game. I'm going to kind of filibuster here while we get Zach back.
I think we can hear Zach talk at least because we're on the same mic.
It's actually an improvement then.
Do you need me to cut you off, Andrew?
Yeah, please.
Is that what we need to do here?
Yeah. Just cut me right off. Yeah, I
Are you trying to
haven't
talk
looked at
right now?
Umbar much.
Am I cutting off?
Stop. This is going to be brutal.
And I don't think I will look at Umbar much more unless you start building a list. They're just, I don't know. They just don't particularly interest me. I feel like they're not, I don't know. So I don't think I would play them. I think if I were to play them, I think I would go crossbows for sure.
Yeah, that Corsair
bring your
fleet,
big
like,
heroes. Yeah.
that many crossbows with 2 ballistas is pretty,
Yeah.
it's pretty insane.
I think that's how I'd run them if I was going to do it.
Yeah, so we'll see. I might try it out for the TTS League. My other problem is I hate siege engines. So it'll be my first time ever using them. We'll see if I change my mind when I get to be the one that one-shot stuff off the board.
I'm back.
Okay. Right at the end. We're going to wrap this up.
Boom.
Any final thoughts from you guys about Umbar, about TTS, about any of the comments we had, about Andrew's tournament, my tournament? Anything?
I got a comment. Yeah, tell us what you think about TTS genuinely. I know I was ragging him for leaving a comment, but I think I think everyone's kind of curious how we feel about TTS. Even you listeners might be curious. So give us your opinion. What do you think? Because I would like to know what more people think. I obviously know what you two think, and I know what the people who talk to Will and I have been thinking, but I'm genuinely curious to figure out what other people think. So drop us a line, as they say.
Did they say that?
In the 90s, they did.
You're old as dirt, man.
On the set point of comments, just comment anything you want. We like hearing them. Doesn't have to be just about TTS.
The end of our episodes are the worst. Just begging people, just please come.
No, it's just like to hear what your opinions are about anything that we've talked about, anything you want to talk about. It's nice looking to seeing what people have to say. So,
What do you want us to talk about? Because
what
we'll
I
do
want
it.
to talk about?
Not you, the
Oh.
viewers. What do the viewers want us to talk about?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying, man.
I was just echoing your point.
Oh my God, you're
Okay, I got to cut this all out. This is getting awful. Thanks for listening. We'll be keeping an eye on tournaments coming up. We're going to take a little break over Christmas. I don't know if maybe we'll record over Christmas, but there's definitely no tournaments happening around us for over December, really.
There's one on December 6th.
What Winter's Wrath. We got one next weekend, one the week after. So
One next weekend?
John Park down in Essex.
Oh,
Essex County.
Um,
I don't think
So,
we'll
yeah.
be going to that.
we'll keep our eyes on them. I don't think any of us are making out to Essex, but Andrew and Zach are going to Winter's Wrath this year, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Paint
I'm
your models.
hoping I can get. I hope I can go. Driving to Oshawa for 9 a.m. is from Mississauga is rough.
just come hang out, bud.
I'll have to come crash at your place or
And
something.
come crash the Friday night.
Help you unpack.
Yeah, exactly. More hands make less work. I'm already recruiting Will the week before. Put him to work.
What?
He doesn't know this, but he's put to work.
I'm busy.
He's never busy.
A
It's like
kid's-
Andrew.
I could tell you right now. I'm going to tell you, kid's going to be sick that week.
That's fine.
I
We
can't
can
come.
put the kids to work.
Can't come.
Kids can
Good.
come work. Got stuff for them to do too.
All right. Paint your models.
Paint your
Paint your
models.
models.
Done.
I want to mention to check out our reels, but I forgot.